Today we're going to talk about translating words into equations. In all reality, we can summarize any sort of information from a math problem into words at any point in time. We should be able to do that fairly fluently as well, especially as we get into pre-algebra, because when we move into algebra next year, everything's going to be crazy and it's going to be word problems on steroids, so you might as well get it down now. So, to start off with, these are only some examples of different words that can be used in equations to mean specific things. Things like sum, together, and, plus, more. All of this is an addition problem. As well, there's different words for subtraction problems. Minus, difference, apart, less. Those all mean subtraction. Now multiplication, we can see by, times, each, product, and that means a multiplication problem. Another way to show multiplication is not just that x term, but you can also do a big dot for multiplication, and then also if you see parentheses right next to each other, there should be essentially an invisible multiplication sign between there. So there's all sorts of different things. Next, we have division problems. Division problems sound like quotient, each, pay attention, each and by are in both, as well as per. Those all mean division. Now, also for writing division, we can write division both with this division symbol, but also pay attention. 1/4, that's technically a division problem. That's technically 1 divided by 4. And we all know that's 0.25. So remember, there's a couple of different ways to write that. That's going to help us out when we need to create equations. So here we go. We're going to use the cube method, and we are going to apparently talk about Edgar right now. So Edgar saved $D last month. This month he saved 8 more than 3 times the amount saved last month. He saved a total of $141, right? And solve an equation to find out how much he saved last month. So we're comparing a few different things, but first of all, let's actually figure out what we need to pay attention to. So we're going to use the cube method. We're going to circle, underline, box, and eliminate, okay? So first of all, we're going to circle our numbers. We have $8, we have a 3, we have 141, and technically we also have D. You're probably telling me now, Miss Beardsley, you're ridiculous. D is not a number. But in this situation, D is a number. It is a variable, okay? It can always change. So we're going to keep that as a big, huge circle. My fiance just pretended to fart. Just so you guys know. Yeah, he just thinks he's funny. So now Edgar, he's saving this money, but we need to actually figure out what's important in Edgar's life. We need to figure out what's important in this situation. So we can underline the word more, the word times, and total. That is all important information. Last little bit, we need to box the equation, or box the question. So we're going to box that write and solve thing, and we're going to add in last month, how much he essentially saved last month, and everything else we get to eliminate. We get to eliminate Edgar, we get to eliminate all this other stuff. We get to get rid of all of this stuff. Okay, so let's make a couple of equations. Let's write down the important things that we know. We know we have 8 more. A word or an operation sign for more means addition, and then we have 3 times. I think we all know what's going to happen there. We're going to be multiplying. As well, we still have our D, and we have a total of $141. So when we say total, we probably are going to have that be our answer. So let's set up an equation. Oops, I just wrote 140 instead of 141. Sorry. So we're going to use 141, and that's going to be our answer, and everything else is going to be on this other side. So we know that everything that he saved the first month plus everything else that he is saving this next month is all going to go on one side of the equation. All of this added up together equals $141. So here we have D dollars for his first month. And then the second month he ends up making $8 plus 3 times the amount that he made last month. Do you see how I did that? I said 3 times that same variable D. That's all super important. Now what we need to do is we need to combine our like terms. We have D dollars in two places in our equation. We have 1D plus 3D. That ends up being 4D. That D, remember, it stands for his dollars that he saved last month. Plus 8 is equal to 141. We can then subtract 8 from either side. We're doing reverse PEMDAS. We're doing reverse order of operations. We're doing addition and subtraction first. And we have 4D is equal to 133. We then need to divide. Oh, I'm running out of space. We then need to divide by 4 on both sides. And if we plug that into a calculator, which I would not mind if you did because we all know long division is not our friend, we have 133 divided by 4, we end up getting 33.25 is what he saved the first month. So good job, Edgar. You saved a total of $141 and you pretty much tripled your savings in the second month, so that's pretty awesome. Okay, so now let's do one more problem. We have Caliste here. Caliste is apparently buying a bunch of CDs. So she's also apparently buying CDs in maybe like Washington because she's buying CDs that have a tax. So using that cube method, we're going to go through this problem too. So Caliste bought 6 CDs at the same price. The tax on her purchase was $5.04 and the total was $85.74. What was the price of each CD? So that each is telling me something. I'm going to underline that right now because I see that and it's being very vivid in my brain. So to start out with, Caliste bought 6 CDs. The tax was $5.04. and her total was $85.74. The other important information besides just each CD, we need to know that she bought those 6 CDs and they were all the same price. As well, we can say that the tax was $5.04 and the total was $85.74. That's all important information. Let's now box our question. Let's box just this part, price of each CD. We don't need to box the entire thing because, honestly, it's a lot of extra stuff. Everything else we get to cross out. So we get to cross out Caliste's name, we get to cross out all this, and it feels good to cross all that out because it's like crossing something off a to-do list, and yeah, that's kind of like ripping off a Band-Aid, and it feels bad at first, but it feels good afterwards. No, that makes no sense. Never mind. All right, so here we go. We're looking at her buying 6 CDs. We know the tax was $5.04, so that's tax, and her total was $85.74. And we need to know the price of each CD. All right, so let's create an equation. The 6 CDs, we don't know their individual price. So I'm actually going to call my variable in this situation C, because it's CDs. It makes it easy. So 6 CDs are going to cost us a certain amount of money, and tax is on top of that. That is extra stuff. So we're going to add now $5.04 to that information, to that bit. And total tells me equals sign. So we have an equals $85.74. Awesome. Now we can do our work. Now we can do everything that we need to do. We're going to do that reverse PEMDAS. So we're going to do addition and subtraction first instead of starting with like parentheses or something. Thank goodness we don't have them. We have plus 504. $5.04 was added on for tax. We need to do the inverse operation of that. So we're going to subtract 504 from both sides. I'm going to actually set this up the way I should. So now I have 6C. All of this ended up equaling 0, so that all gets crossed out, is equal to 85.74. We have 80.70 left over. Now we're going to divide by 6 on both sides because that is the opposite of multiplying by 6. 6 divided by 6, that equals 1. So we just simply have our C is equal to $80.70 divided by 70. All right, last little bit, we need to do that math work. 70 divided by 6, that ends up being, whoops, I moved everything. That ends up being $13.45 per CD. So Khalees is spending $13.45 for each CD she's decided to buy. Good job, Khalees. You're spending money and Edgar's saving. Somebody's going to be rich one day, and it might be hopefully one of you guys. Good luck on your homework, and I will see you later.